Welcome to another video here. Today we're going to be playing ourselves a little Elementals action. It's a deck that did pretty well at the Pro Tour, and it has continued to have some strong success, and it just looks like an absolute blast. Roaming Throne, to be able to get double Vibrance, double Wistfulness, to see all that kind of action looks so incredible. Both Flame Braider and Ashling Rekindled are both incredibly fun cards to play with as well, and we're just going to be flocking people left and right and get the old Sunderflock down. I haven't played against a Cub deck, I feel, in like, weeks. But still, Sunderflock is still an incredible card that I think can do some nice damage. So we're going to try that out. As far as cards in the sideboard go, you got the 4 Sunderflock for the creature matchups, a plethora of counter spells, and then Graveyard Hate. It's a pretty simple deck, realistically. So I don't anticipate this deck being the toughest deck to play. But that doesn't mean it's not powerful. As I've seen this deck do some absolutely nasty things. And I believe Eduardo top-aided with this version. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was pretty much this version. Might have been slightly different, but still a really powerful deck. Let's do some gaming with it. Okay, I mean, this seems perfect, right? Ashling naturally flips into casting Roaming Throne on turn 3, so plus we can do a little interaction with doing some bouncing. Grand. I don't know how our Lessons matchup is, I'll tell you that. Or if we should be bouncing Grand to start. I mean, probably. Doesn't feel great. Doesn't feel great, but get that Grand out of here. Bounce off, Granny. Not a great exchange, for what it's worth. But hopefully they had a one-lander. They kept off the power of Grand. No. Okay. That's not going to be so powerful against us. So let's do this. Let's do some rekindling. Get rid of, what does this need? A plains or an island, which we do have. So let's get rid of this. That's not great. Now, if they kill our Ashling, we're going to be in a lot of trouble, as we'll be doing nothing next turn. That might be a reason to not block. I don't want to get Firebending lessened, and soaking up 1 damage isn't... There's no real point to it. So I think taking it here is correct. If they have Combustion Technique, they'll just do it proactively, so we're completely screwed. Okay, so we can do some Wistfulness. I feel like we kind of have to. Just draw 2 and discard, or we wait. Nah, we probably should wait, because we very much want to hit their monument stuff here. So yeah, it'll be a sad turn, but definitely do not want a starting town. Okay, Artist Talent and Monument. Okay. Okay, so now we can do double. So we can start with Roaming Throne and then try to double Wistfulness. Give them a turn. I mean, feels like what we should do. So they can definitely have It'll Quench You, so I have to go uncounterable. Gotta be Golem, right? And that on Elementals. All right, let's hope this works. And next turn, double Wistfulness with both modes. That seems awesome. I feel like they have a Quench in hand. It's the quenchiest. Okay, now I have 3 targets I need to kill, but Come on, just be a bad card. No, wait. Oh, yeah, they can pay the ward. God dang it. But they can't do any looting. Oh, yeah, they still draw and discard. Oh, well, at least it was Ancestral Recall that they got rid of. But I think I have to make the exact same play. One Wistfulness is not going to be enough here. Here it is. Man, just imagine if our bounce off was like a removal spell, you know? God, I hope they're just digging and I can just eat this Gran. I don't like that they're making 2 treasures. That's a bad sign. Anybody else just hate playing against Lessons? Just absolutely hate it. I don't even think I like have a lifetime, you know, losing record against Lessons from the decks I usually play, but it's always games you want to concede, but you're like, ah, they can run out of steam. All right, Roaming Throne right now and double Wistfulness on Monument, I guess, is like the best draw I can have. And it's still probably not enough. I need twice as much Wistfulness here in my life. All right, all right. Well, let's do the only play we have. This with both. Get rid of one of those. Get rid of this. Be on our way. All right. All right. I've had about enough of this. 3 steps ahead, being able to copy Monument is such BS. Such BS, I must say. All right, we're just dead to a spell. I can imagine they're going to have a spell. Okay, Lanterns, Ghost Vacuums. Spell Snares don't seem good. Could be Searing. What don't I want? Bounce Off doesn't seem amazing. Yeah, Bounce Off seems quite bad, huh? Just get rid of those and do some Sunder Flocking. Says, I mean, it's not that amazing against them, but it is just a tough creature for them to deal with. Everything else in my board seems pretty bad. Guess I could just have Flash Freeze. Oh, wait, Spell Snare is actually pretty solid. Counters, you know, a good chunk of their 2-drops. I don't need as many Sunder Flocks then. All right, let's try that. Yeah, snaring, accumulate wisdoms and stuff is still very important. Or just artist talent. That can be a big deal as well. All right. Okay, seems perfectly reasonable. Looks like our opponent is down to 5. Gran. Is this Rummage? This is Rummage. To rummage away the other Ashling or the Breeding Pool. I think the Breeding Pool. Yeah, Grand seems to always be on turn 1. It's just it's a right for Grand. Okay, I guess we'll try. I'm glad we didn't get rid of our Ashling at least. I mean, how many roaming thrones do we need? Probably not that many, huh? Does seem good. But if I don't hit a land and they kill Ashling, I'll feel so stupid. Okay. Leave Ashling alone. Well, I think I'll still have to name Elemental and just play Roaming Throne. Okay, they can't counter anything anyways, so let's do that. Oh, that would have been the worst annul ever. I would have been devastated. Oh my god. That would have been a huge life tilter. So now you're going to discard your combustion technique me? Okay. Oh my god. They've just had everything so far. Now do I just Vibrance, get rid of Grand? Probably. Yeah, I think so. Cast with both. Grand, you did. And I can get any land, huh? That's pretty sick. Well, we're out of gas, so time to get my mountain monastery. Alright. Any land is pretty nice with Vibrance, I must say. Grand. Okay. Oh my god. What does my land do? Well, I guess we start getting busy. Play Roaming Throne. Elementals. And just pray they don't top deck another removal spell here. Oh my god. Let me block. I swear to God, y'all, I'm going to lose my mind. I'm going to lose it. Sick. So this can become a 5/5. So I can attack for 9. Put them down to 5. It's probably worth it. All right. Let's hope our land putting pressure on them is enough here. This is their mold to 5 as well. And we're like barely in it. Spell Snare to the yard. Spell Snare seems not that great against us. May discard a card. So they did. They're on a blind draw here. So I'll be strapping this land up and going for it. Yep. So the land kills them. Oh my god. We got there. Boom. Yes. All right, now, I mean, I guess we got to bring in Sears, right? I need to have a way to kill Grand Grand. Grand Grand's eating me alive here. And Sunderflock doesn't seem good against Grand Grand at all. I do have... Oh, no, this doesn't kill anything. So, I mean, I do have Vibrance. So, it's Vibrance and Seer. All right, let's respect Grand Grand a little bit more. We got to respect our elders. Got to respect our elders here on the draw. Okay, we can respect our elders here. What does this land even do? Exile up to 3 turn. Wow, okay. That's pretty cool. That's a nice tutor target. I'll keep. We got their graveyard under control. We have their Grand Grands under control. We do not have monuments under controls quite yet, but that's okay. Ooh. That was cool. Now a counterspell is actually going to hit us, though. Okay. Well, we can at least deal with Grand Grand. Yeah, this seems fine. Evoke with red. Grand Grand dealt with. Just no monument. Okay. Didn't level, though. Could easily be a counter spell, but could also just be abandoned attachments. I would need some more green mana to Wistfulness right now. Maybe I should still save that for Monument. Just cast some lanterns. Okay. Soul Guide Lantern. Get that one out of there. Guess I could just sack it now and then play the other one. All right, we'll just play it. We'll say go and almost assuredly sack one. Why wouldn't they level that then? That's so strange. Guess that just puts the shields down, but... Might be like Essence Scatter, Disdainful Stroke. Yeah, that makes sense. All right. We're finally at an okay scenario in a game. In a match. Okay. So I can take a peek at their hand. I think I need to deal with this. But I don't want to... you know, waste all my eggs here. But I think I have to get rid of that. All right. So, evoke with green. And just play a land and say go. Probably don't want to sack our lantern yet. Okay, now we'll be a little proactive. Hard cast with both. Boom. Probably still the monastery. Oh, I guess a cavern, huh? Cavern seems great. Cavern to start. That way I can deceit. Double deceit next turn. Blue, blue, black, black. Oh, yes! We got a match! We got a match! On the board, y'all. We are absolutely doing it. Hell yeah. All right, let's get back into it. Before we go too far, a quick shout out to our next spotlight we're going to be commentating here. This is going to be in Richmond, heading back to beautiful, still probably freezing Richmond, Virginia. This is going to be Spotlight Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The set will have just came out. This is literally week 1. So if you're interested in attending this tournament, starcitygames.com/SCGCon. It's going to be a lot of fun. I am really, really pumped for this. I'm not a big Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fan. I'm just excited for the tournament itself. Another drivable spotlight is always fun as well. So, all right, see you there, my friends. Okay. So, how do we like double bounce off? Deceit hand. I don't love the bounce off. I get bounce off. Like, we can like evoke an elemental bounce. That kind of stuff is pretty cute, but outside of that, it's not that impressive. I'll still keep, but we shall see. Let's see. What are we up against? No! 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 Not turn 1 Grand. Come on. Bounce off, Grandma. Jesus. Well, I guess I'll just cry. I guess I'll just cry and probably die here. God, his lessons just like everywhere these days. I haven't played Standard this week at least, but not bad. I mean, I do think I want to have an uncounterable Ashling here. To discard Winter Night Stories or bounce off. Probably the stories. Can I have an Ashling live? Is there a chance that I can just have that card untap and just be on with my day? No blocks. Let me just play a Roaming Throne. Okay. Interesting. I mean, I'm for sure doing this, but what do I want to actually do? Okay. Add 2 mana of any one color. So I could, like, Deceit, bounce the Monument, or just Roaming Throne. That seems better. And then go for double Deceit the following turn. Yeah, I guess. All right, Elemental. I can still add colorless, right? Thank God. Okay. How about this for Elemental? And now I can attack, as I can't really block, but oh, come on. Let Roaming Throne just block one time. It's going to be okay. Roaming Throne can just block. No need to Combustion Technique. I'm shocked. I'm shocked, y'all. Alright, if you kill my Ashling as well, I will cry. I'll just cry right now. I'll cry on the spot. Okay. So I don't want to flip back, but if I go black, then I can deceit the monument. Black. Bounce the monument, deceit it away. Yeah, it seems good to me. Black, blue. Deceit. All right. Bounce this. God dang it. I still probably don't want them to have recall right now, but I don't think I can beat the monument. All right, just draw 1,000 cards. Tilt. They always have it. I don't know what is, but they have it. And there's no point to doing that play. That was a bad play. No point to get rid of your treasure. You just untap. Tap your island. But what do I know? I know one thing. Every time Grand lives, I die. Yep. God, if they kill the seed and get in with Grand too, like, then it's just GG. It might already be GG, even if they don't do such a thing. Okay. Wistfulness off the top, maybe? I don't even know how good that is. Well, I got to start by Winter Night Stories. Doesn't matter too much, I guess. Blue. So let's tap this, see what we can find. That's not good. So I can, like, bounce off my deceit. Ugh. I guess we'll discard this and another one of these. Can play Roaming Throne. And I guess just the Flame Braider. Bouncing this off doesn't seem very good. All right, we'll set up for next turn, but I do not think this is going to be anywhere near good enough, as they're about to have a turn. Yeah, I bet we see a lot of Lessons in Milwaukee, y'all. I bet Lessons is going to be the most played deck by a wide margin. I actually think this will be probably the farthest one deck separates another deck. It'll be interesting to see if we get any Cub decks that like resurge back, which I bet we will, to be honest. Like that, those decks are way too powerful to not try to adapt and find a new spot in the meta. Then again, our big creatures here are kind of tough for them to deal with. And Ashling can flip. I mean, I wouldn't say all three of the creatures are must kills, but at least one of them is a must kill, I would think. Worst case, we could like Deceit, bounce Monument, make them exile it. That's not that good. Here comes Gran. Yeah, whatever, no blocks. Wistfulness is still probably the best draw. Okay. Bounce Off does not feel good in this matchup, I will say. All right. Are you going to deck? Probably not. I guess this is worth it. All right, bounce it. Like, even just playing Wistfulness and getting both modes, killing Monument, like, it's so mid. This matchup, it feels bad game one, and then it feels pretty good game two, to be honest. So, I'm not sweating it too hard. Okay, well, let's start with this, I guess. See what we can find. Yeah, they might just fire off quenches, you know, like, or that. Not the biggest deal. Okay. Let's play another one of these. And I guess I need to just find Wistfulness like right now. Damn. Not even that good, to be honest. All right, maybe their hand is Complete Air. That's pretty much all I can beat. Complete Air. Ooh, that doesn't look like Complete Air. I'm dead. I am dead. I've been taught a lesson. All right. I liked how we sideboarded before. I still probably want Seer. As it feels like Gran is like the reason I lose every game, you know? Stupid Gran. What else was I cutting? I like my 2-drops, even though Flame Braider is probably pretty likely to die. How much do I want Seer? I don't think I want any Sunderflocks. And I think on the play, I'll cut one Seer, and then on the draw, I'll bring in another Seer. We'll see how that goes. All right, I would love to be on the play. Yeah, I think I'll keep. At least I can keep Grand in check. Check your Grand. Does suck that I couldn't, like... I can't deal with Artist Talent and Grand if you go Grand into Artist Talent here, which is obnoxious. Now... Nah, I don't want to do anything. I don't want to do a thing. Don't think I want to do anything here either. Just play it nice and slow. Yeah, nothing changed, so... More starting towns. Yeah, I think that's all good for now. Rather counter an Artist Talent or something. Really need a Cavern. In the old 4 Cavern deck, it feels like you almost always have one, but not the case. What you got, friend? When to pull the trigger. Be cool if I hit a Cavern. Still might just try to cast this, though. I can still counter It'll Quench You, even though it doesn't feel great. Or I wait one more turn and put a Breeding Pool into play tapped. Yeah, it doesn't seem terrible. Don't want to walk into an It'll Quench You yet, so yeah. I'll let that one go too. There's my target. Okay. That's unless I have a basic? No, okay. All right, here he goes. Fire him off. Elemental. And, yeah, that's all I want to do. Okay. Yes. All right, now Vibrance time. Okay, so Vibrance with both modes. I can get a Cavern if I want. Honestly, maybe I get the land that removes their graveyard. That actually seems kind of gas right now. Yeah, let's do that. All right, dead Grand. Let's get their graveyard out of there. Well, I mean, they're 3 lessons, you know. All right, 1, 2, 3. That's a cool land. That's a cool trick. Okay. Well, Let's hope they don't have Disdainful Stroke, because I feel like I have to go for it. I can't get quenched. They can just have the hard counter spell, though. God, that's such a tilt. I think I have to go for it, though. No Cavern, so sad. Beatdowns. So I can animate the one land. Yeah, that's pretty good. Draw 3 if they want. Still only 2 lessons in the yard. So I could attack them for 9, 10, 11, 12 next turn. Or just activate the monastery. Feels like it's monastery time. I walk into a quench if I do that. Or I attack for 8. I mean, 8 is half their life total. That does seem tempting. Okay, let's put them in check. Okay, presented lethal. Come on, how many of those do you have? Is that all of them? Jesus. The other one's probably in their hand. Yeah, maybe this line was too aggressive. Could also be a solid chance that they can't really deal with that land too easily. But next turn, my whole turn would be activating that land. Okay, well, let's start with that. Not very good. Could animate the land and then hope for the best. Yikes. Yeah, I don't think the land plan is a good plan. So let's go like this. Discard this. Flash this back, I guess. Hope to get a lantern. Well, I think I want to keep the roaming throne, and I think I want to hold up Spell Snare. So that means getting rid of these 2 cards and casting this and saying go. Yikes. That's a big yikeser. We do technically still have lethal on the battlefield. Okay, maybe they get a little too crazy and a 1 Spell Snare backed up might get the job done. I doubt it, but you never know. Okay. I mean, I might have this. This would be a cheeky game to win with them having 5 monuments in play. Oh, yeah, but do I just die during my upkeep? Oh, yeah, they have 5 monuments. I take 15! Oh my god. I guess I don't think there's anything I can hit, but this is disgusting. God, I hate lessons. I hate this stupid deck. It's just a deck I don't enjoy to play that much, but I lose to it a good amount. That's for sure. All right, let's play one more with this deck. This hand is a hand, but it's not amazing. And I think I'll keep, but could really use an Ashling or a Flame Braider on 2. Hired Claw. I feel like this is actually a time where I think we are pretty happy for Hired Claw. I would think our gigantic elementals are actually okay against mono red, but maybe not against this quick of a start. Okay. So we could Wistfulness to do some looting. I guess that's the best we got. Not ideal. Don't think we'll have time for Winter Night Stories. So we'll discard that one. Now next turn we can go Ashling Rekindled plus bounce off something and then like go double Vibrant. That seems pretty strong. God, the double strike though is actually going to be quite the problem. I guess beginning of combat we can bounce this. That was nice. Elemental. Okay. So we'll have to bounce off Hired Claw at beginning of combat. Otherwise, these Bastronauts hit real hard. And then basically we need Ashling to live too, so we are by no means out of the woods here. But we can do red with Ashling, and then play Steam Vents, gain 4, get 2 lands, kill 2 creatures. It's pretty good. Oh wait, we don't have Roaming Throne in play. What am I talking about? So we can do one of those things. Still okay. Alright, well, get this Hired Claw out of there. Pump. Okay. That was good too. Alright, so we can go, it doesn't really matter, but red. I mean, the fact that they didn't play land 5 there is huge, I think. So, elemental. Could try to get a Roaming Throne into play first to be extra greedy. No, I just died to too many things then. Alright. Vibrant. Now we can block one of them. Just a monastery, maybe? I mean, that probably won't come up. Nothing else has any utility I care about. So I guess. Okay. All right, don't have another Nova Hellkite, I guess. Can't beat that at this very moment. I don't think they have it, though. Ashling can cast Roaming Throne. I can cast Winter Night Stories and have Bounce Off for their Nova Hellkite next turn, though. That's pretty strong. That's a claw. Well, okay. I shall block. Just gonna kill my Ashling. That makes sense. Can kill Vibrance as well. Because I cannot beat the Nova Hellkite the turn after. Okay. Could just play Roaming Throne, say go, and die to a Lightning Strike. That would suck. It's either that or Winter Night Stories and hope for the best. I think I will just play Roaming Throne. And die to a Lightning Strike. Have the great honor of dying to a Lightning Strike. Pretty easy to attack. Well, I mean, now I'll know if they have a Lightning Strike or not. They'll go to combat if they have Lightning Strike. And if not, they'll play the Hellkite. Ah! Sick. Lame. Well, I guess I could have bounced off and recast fire. I don't know. That's not a winning line. If they have it type thing. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Okay, Flash Freeze seems great against Mono Red. Seer, okay. Spell Snare, pretty solid. Pyroclasm's probably good enough. Bounce Off doesn't seem good enough. How good is Thunderflock against a Mono Red deck? Probably not that good. Wistfulness actually seems quite terrible, huh? The other ones seem good, but... yeah, we'll get rid of one Winter Night Stories. That seems reasonable. Vibrance does kind of seem like my best card against them. My best elemental, at least. Yeah, at least it wasn't Lightning Strike, you know? At least we didn't die to Lightning Strike. I will go first, though. This is reasonable. I'll keep it. Probably still want to start with Flame Braider, even though it's very likely to die. Yeah, it depends what they play. If they... Alright, now it's probably Ashling. As they can't shock Ashling very effectively. What do I discard, though? Didn't really think this through. Guess it has to be other Ashling or Flame Braider. Honestly, Pyroclasm is probably not the worst, too. Alright. Because I think they're going to kill Ashling. Even though I can't flip it. But we shall see. Worst case, I go Falls and Flame Braider next turn. That seems pretty solid as well. Non-basic lands are what? Enter tapped? Okay. That's pretty good. Well, that is kind of my only play. This will be entering tapped. Don't want another one. And we'll say go. Shock, lightning strike, get my creatures out of there. Okay. Probably just the old roaming throw. Oh, wait. So this is going to come into play tapped, huh? Okay, that's a big deal. Well, then I guess my play gets a lot easier. God, do I want to discard nothing? I kind of want to discard nothing. Could still discard the land. And then play roaming throw next turn. All right, we'll be a little greedy. Little greed. I'm glad I did it. Yeah, I don't know how good this Moonslayer is, but it seems pretty good against our deck. We do not have many basics. Okay. Can't block those. Yep. All right. Let's go blue, blue. Play this on Elemental. Say go. Now, next turn, the old double deceit seems pretty decent. A deceit next turn. I feel like we're in an okay spot here. Nova Hellkite. Take 6. Yeah, seems fine. It is a burn deck, so I should try to eat up as much damage as possible, but that kind of was the most I could do. Oh, yeah. Oh, forgot about that. Okay. That could get a little nasty. Okay. Let's get in some damage. Able to double deceit away a Nova Hellkite plus the Burst Lightning seems excellent. Their hand seems relatively weak now. Honestly, though, this Nova Hellkite's still kind of going to wreck me. And I don't have a ton of value left in the tank besides the Mountain Monastery. Okay. Okay. I don't think we want to make any changes. All right. I mean, I have all my removal in. I think this all seems totally fine. Pyroclasm on the draw could be, and probably will be, a big deal. All right, last game with this deck, and we'll try something else. This is pretty strong, actually. I'm going to keep this. Spell Snare on the draw for a 2-drop. Into being able to play Ashling is excellent. Now let's just pray they don't go double 1-drop. This would be devastating. I don't want to see a pump either, to be honest. Tilt. Tilt. Okay. Well, can't just hold up anything. So now it's Ashling. Discard other Ashling. Flame Braider seems way too vulnerable. Ashling does ramp me one less, but... Or I could just Vibrance this. That feels pretty bad. So let's play Ashling. Probably just discard Flame Braider or Sunderflock. Yeah, let's get rid of Sunderflock. It's not great. No. The claws are loose. The claws are loose. Leave Ashling alone. Okay. Well, opponent played around our spell quite nicely. So, let's go like this. Let's go like this. I feel like I just have to Vibrance. Kill a Hired Claw instead of this. Feels terrible. We are in trouble. I mean, I think that's the only play we can do and hope the rest of their hand is bad. Kill a claw. Hopefully get a target for Spell Snare. And then, what? Cast a Roaming Throne next turn? Yeehaw! That's not a 2-drop. Yep. Take 6 total. Yikes, yikes. Oh my god. All right, well, our opponent just had the absolute nuts. Yeah, we can't possibly win now. Jeez. GG. GG. Brutal stuff. Okay, well, we got the 1-2 with Elementals. Started off with the win against Lessons. Took another loss to Lessons, and then Mono Red here just absolutely nut drew us here. And, I mean, to be fair, we did not find any land off our loot off Ashling. Kept a 2-lander. Maybe I should have played Flame Braider. I don't know how much early removal they for sure had. Maybe it didn't look like a lot of it. So, yeah, maybe we screwed up there. Even though I do think Ashling is the better play most of the time. So, hey, if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure to hit the subscribe button, share, all that jazz. And we'll see you in the next video.